Phoenix Karting Championship for the year 2000. Today we're at Sandown Park, Surrey, right in the middle of the horse race circuit. You can see the stand in the background there. On the front row of the Royales today, we've got Duncan Tappy and Jake Oliveira. These two lads go to the same school in Ewell, and they're pretty competitive. They've just finished their GCSEs for the year, so they're relaxing. They're now ready for their prom, and today you can see the result. They're bang out in front. Off they go. Who's in front? It's Tappy. Mind you, there's only a cigarette paper between them, although neither of them smoke, I hasten to add. But it's Tappy just ahead of Oliveira, who's just ahead of Matthew Wilmshurst. And he's had a terrific day. It's been great to see him doing so well today because he's had a bit of a disastrous start to the season. He was a very good driver last year. Let's see how he performs in this final. Right now it's Tappy, chased every inch of the way by Oliveira. Oliveira going for the outside. He's not quite got it though. Into Vale, a very fast sweeping corner uphill into this section which doubles back on itself. Comes back round again to the left. Short straight, then back out onto the top straight there, which then comes down through these S's into a tight hairpin section back onto the main straight. And as they go down the main straight here, you can see Tappy's just ahead of Oliveira, ahead of Wilmshurst, ahead of Paul James. And that's significant because today, if Oliveira gets enough points, he can actually take the lead in the championship from James. So James has got to hold on to that fourth place or he's in trouble. Right now, it's Tappy holding Oliveira away from that magic lead in the championship. Tappy actually just ahead, and Oliveira is desperate to get past him. You can see him there. Are they attached with an elastic band? I'm not sure. And Tappy goes wide, he's gone tight. Oliveira's taken the lead onto the top straight. This is an uphill section. Let's see if Oliveira can pull away into the hairpin, down onto the main straight. Tappy's tucked right up underneath. Oliveira getting crouched down. Oliveira, Tappy, Wilmshurst, James. Oliveira holding that lead. Did you see the wheel go up there? Into the tight section. Tappy's not happy about this. He wants that lead back. The Oplay driver in second place. Can Oliveira hold him off? He's making a great job of this one. Over the line, it's Oliveira. I think he's going to be a happy bunny. Jake Oliveira takes the win from Duncan Tappy. Matthew Wilmshurst getting third. And Paul James in fourth, which means Paul James holds on to the lead in the championship by 3 points. Well, we move on to the big Ecomotors now with Lee Hollywood and Ben Langford sharing the front of the grid. As they cross the line, it's go! And Lee Hollywood straight into the lead, and David Bright moves up from third place into second ahead of Ben Langford. And in fourth place, it's the new guy, Nigel Hughes, his first time out with the Ecomoto here at Sandown. And David Bright now holding up Ben Langford as off at the front goes Lee Hollywood. He's already got a country mile between him and the other two. So maybe David Bright's holding Langford up, I don't know. But Ben Langford's actually got in front of David Bright here. So let's see if he can catch him up. David Bright's got back in front. 80 miles an hour, oh! Ben's been pushed wide. You can see there's some damage to... he's unhappy. Langford is furious about that. He's going to have a word with Bright afterwards, I bet. But you can see the damage to David Bright's pod there. But Ben Langford now on a mission to get back to that second place. He's looking to the outside. He's going to come up the inside. See if he can pick off that slingshot. David Bright is on a mission to hold Langford at bay. Can he capture this and take the championship all the way? Langford up along the top section of track, down through the S's, goes wide, come out on the inside, get the slipstream. No, he's still behind him. Nigel Hughes coming up the rear there, trying to pick up those pieces. Anything to be had. Oh, and it's Ben Langford takes the lead and he's been hit again. Bright has pushed him aside. Oh my goodness me, there's going to be words after this race, I can tell. Langford now just tucked up right underneath Bright. Bright on the inside, Langford coming wide, over the line. Langford, yes! Langford moves ahead. And so does Hughes in the 86 car. So Bright from second down to fourth, and he's made it back to second again in the one corner. What an amazing drive. As he moves ahead of Langford and ahead of Hughes, who's dropped back down into fourth. Onto the final bits of the circuit now, onto the start-finish straight for the last time. Langford moves ahead with Hughes, and Bright comes up the rear in fourth place. The race order then is Lee Hollywood, well ahead of Langford, who's just ahead of Nigel Hughes on his first day out, who's just ahead of David Bright. So, good race there. Let's see what that does to the championship, and we can see that David Bright now is leading by 20 points ahead of Langford. As we go straight into lap one with Ben Langford. Oh, as we just see Ben Langford. Woo! Adrian Sora's going for the inside. James comes forward for third. Oh no! James has pushed him into the tyres. Oh, Langford goes wide. They've kept it together though. Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, thanks, Ashley. From a few wheels, we're down here at Sandown Park for round 7 of the Formula 6 Championship, and we've got loads of wheels. They're everywhere. Look at these lads. They're 12 to 16 years old. Some of them are even 11 years old. And they're out there. They're going to be taking these machines down that start and finish straight at round about 50 miles an hour. Tiny little engines, but boy, do they go quick. And these drivers have some real enthusiasm for racing. Let's see how they go. Earlier today, we've already had Mikey Nichols, the local driver, winning Heat 1, and in Heat 2, Simon Sherwood winning. At the front of the track today, we've got Simon Sherwood and Michael Nichols from Royale. And it's go, and into the lead goes Simon Sherwood. As Michael Nichols gets pushed a little bit wide there. How's he faring? And he's back down into 5th place. A bad first corner for him. But straight up into 2nd place goes the current champion, Jay Bridger in the number 1 car. Sam Tatler just ahead of him in the number 66 car. We've got a spinner at the back there. That's number 16's day over and out, I think. So close to these carts, it'll be virtually impossible for him to get back to the front by the end of it. Look at them streaking down through the S's onto the start and finish straight. This circuit's a very young circuit, but it's got quite a bit of history behind it. We've had a number of international champions, not just national ones. Adrian Estercy was the British champion in 1998, started here. Christian Backerud is now racing in the Intercontinental Series. And Tom Gaymore is out there leading the La Filière Championship in France. All started here, as did James Wingfield, who has won the Kid Jensen Trophy in 1998. But now it's Simon Sherwood leading the pack. Jay Bridger coming up, tucked up right beneath him there as they go into the bottom of Vale, the fastest part of the circuit, as they go round, maintaining that speed into this very tight right-hander. Round through the slower infield section, out onto this short uphill section, down through the S's. And the mission now is for Jay Bridger, the championship leader. Some worrying clouds in the distance there. Let's hope we can get this one over before they come down. And Bridger comes up the inside of Sherwood, but Sherwood just shuts the door in time, holding on to that first place. Just slightly ahead of Jay Bridger, slightly ahead of Mikey Nichols, who's clawed his way back into 3rd place. He'll now be hoping that the two ahead of him will have an altercation, shall we say, and Park Company leaving him a nice clear win. I wonder if that will happen. Down onto the start and finish straight. It's Sherwood, followed by Bridger, followed by Nichols, followed by Tatler. And then the two Cole brothers. The two Cole brothers are from Worcester Park in Surrey. Very competitive. I sometimes think all they want to do is beat each other. Right now they're in 4th and 5th places, so they'll be having their own little fight back there as we look at the new leader. It's Jay Bridger. Just unseen there, coming down through the S's. Jay Bridger's taken the lead. Ahead of Sherwood, who goes up the inside. No, Bridger's getting a bit ragged, but he just held on to it there. So Sherwood now chasing, and Mikey Nichols just hoping that they'll have that altercation that will get in the place as they close in on a back marker. Now this is a very dangerous time. Can they get round him okay? It seems as though they have. Sherwood, Bridger, Nichols. Up the inside as Bridger comes out and Sherwood on the inside. No! Bridger's just shut the door, but Sherwood's managed it at the back side of Vale, at the top there where they're going flat out. He's managed to get ahead. So again, Bridger is down into second place. Mikey Nichols taking a glance over his shoulder, wants to know whether he can take any risks. So the front three streets ahead. And we can see them tucked up in the slipstream as they start the last lap. Bridger side by side with Sherwood. It doesn't get closer than this. Mikey Nichols is going to realise that this is his only chance to get to the front. He's going to try to close in on the two of them as well, as Sherwood takes the lead from Bridger for the final lap. They're wiggling round the in-section. Bridger tucked up right inside Sherwood. Who's going to come out in front? It's Sherwood as they approach the hairpin for the last time. Sherwood, Bridger, Nichols, and over the line it's Sherwood. Very pleased, the single fist, and waving, shaking hands. There we had two more local drivers, that's Oliveira and James Mills. Very happy with their day's racing. And in the championship, Jay Bridger leads with 633 points. Sam Tatler in second place with 589, and Mikey Nichols with 551. Well, that's all we have time for this week here at Sandown, but join us again next week when we'll be taking the cameras down to Lydd for more Formula 6 karting action.